Hey, we're here. We're trying to get everything situated. I'm in the wrong brand. We'll get this all fixed here quick. We hopped in and out. There we go. Oh, it says my internet. Oh, I thought you were gonna bring.
I'll bring my tools. We're a hot mess on this Tuesday.
This is a Tuesday where meetings got scheduled, and things happened a little fast today. So we're getting everything coordinated. We're in the same room again. But it is put a fork in it, but we're going to get everything situated first. We got moved in the back. We have new staff in, and there we go. That's perfect. There.
We're in the same room 2 days in a row.
Yes.
If you missed us yesterday, we had what the fork. Mark it up.
Yes. I was told I was inappropriate, so
it's fine. We talked about cats licking themselves.
Yeah.
I think I said that at least 4 times yesterday, so I'll try to tie it in again today for people that are watching. Well, good morning. It is Tuesday. The 2nd of March already. I'm a little winded.
I know.
We better run in here.
And I was yelling at Courtney. I'm like, at 10 minutes after a scheduled stream, it kicks us off Facebook. So I started it at 10:09 because I didn't want to get us kicked off.
And then I had to run and get something. So let's just say that I'm a little out of shape. I am not on the same health and wellness plan that Kim is, and so I need to get back in there. I'm going to move a little.
You can join me every day at 5:30.
I should. That'd be good. Well, good morning. If you're just joining us, this is Put a Fork in It, Grand Forks premiere Facebook Live show. And usually we have all kinds of split screens, but we're together in the same office. We're really excited.
Courtney's already had the vid, so I don't know if I've had it or not, so I hope I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm vid friendly for a while, so until I get the vaccine, I'm excited. We'll introduce ourselves.
Yes.
We're a little behind because we're not in our boxes. So I'm Courtney Barstad-Logan. I'm a realtor with Remax Grand and Grand Cities Living on social media.
And I am Kim Efta with Remax Grand and My Grand Cities. I keep doing this because I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. With Remax Grand and My Grand Cities on Facebook and Instagram. That's mostly where you'll find me.
Yeah. And we do have a third co-host who will be joining us again soon. That is Scott Meyer with Benchmark Mortgage and District 18. He is a senator with District 18, so he is running a few things right now. Yesterday he was yelling at us about some mortgage stuff, and so we will have him back on the show soon. But for right now, you get us, and we find ourselves to be pretty entertaining, just as is. So,
or inappropriate, as I've been told yesterday.
It's fine. However we need to do it, but people are laughing with us, not at us, hopefully. So. So I'm excited because it's going to be like 50 degrees this weekend.
Yes.
Which is good. It's also bad because if you are a pet mom, that means that the snow melts and then the poo arrives. So.
Yeah. People were talking about it at the gym the other day. They kind of like the layers melting slowly. So then they grab one layer, snow melts, grab the next layer.
Yeah. No,
I don't have to deal with that.
It's a real thing. It's for real. So it's both exciting and also entertaining.
That does not sound entertaining.
No. So, but we were going to do something really cool today because, Oprah used to do it back in the day, and then
Poor Oprah.
Yeah, back in the day, and then I think before the holidays, everybody does like their favorite things list, but starting to think about new homeowners. And then also, I guess you could call us seasoned homeowners now, right?
Yep.
So we wanted to talk about some of our favorite things for one as new homeowners, because we've realized like, okay, here's some stuff that we wish maybe we would have had or things that someone said like, hey, you should get. Yeah. Yep, that's a good idea. And then also things that we totally love as current homeowners, moms, whatever. So should we dive into our...
Sure, let's do the new homeowner, right?
Okay, yeah, the new homeowner...
We were working on this before we got in.
Yeah, it's great. We have our cheat sheet now. Yeah. So the first one is the new locks.
Yes. Yeah. That was a first change out on our house when we got there.
Yeah.
Like we lose keys or we can't find the keys or grandma and grandpa need to get in and drop something off. And so we had the keyless entry on the garage, but then we switched the handle to the door.
Yep. And mine isn't as fancy. I just changed the batteries on it and, and whatnot, but there are the ones where you can create the key. So if you have like a babysitter, or if you have like a cleaning person or whatever, you can change it and you can update it. And so you have like multiple. I know they're like far fancier than our like 1990s version. And,
I can only remember one.
Set. Yeah. So I know a lot of homeowners, and same with you with your clients. One of the things that they do is they contact a locksmith. Or they purchase those and they do that the day that they move in and they get it all set up, which is such a great idea because even, you never know who still has keys to your house.
Yeah. So. And I would just do research on the keyless entries because sometimes when we are showing property and somebody has a keyless entry and you can't get the thing to close or lock up because it's a totally different version. I mean, that's just kind of scary if you can't lock the house when you leave. So just do research to make it sure it's simple for whoever's using it.
Yeah, I know. As a realtor, a few times I haven't been able to get in. It's like you have to pull it up and then push the button and then, so it's fun. Okay, so we've got the locks, the safety part. The second one was one of my favorites. Yeah. The weed whacker. Okay, so this, I will second it as a one with a cordless because I do have the corded one and that's just silly. And then I got a cordless, but you don't realize you need this until you mow your lawn and then you get done and then you realize there's like all the fringe.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
The fringe or just the extra stuff. Like the stuff that, it kind of looks ugly. Like your yard's not complete without it.
Right. Yeah. I also find it to be a nice stress reliever to just go out and like,
yeah, and I like to mow, but my husband says I'm a liar because I don't mow. But I do like to mow if I really have to. It's kind of one of those tasks that I leave for my husband. But but just mowing and doing that yard, that final touch.
Yeah, I love the weed whacking part, but I don't really like to mow. So okay.
Next one is in our area is the shovel. Just making sure you have that shovel when you first move, even for condos and homeowners associations, because they don't always come up to that front of your house. You might have 10 feet to shovel. You're going to need one if you have anybody come through that front door.
And it kind of seems like a no-brainer, but here's the deal. You move here, you think like, oh, it's July. Like I'm just going to, whatever. Seriously, as you're doing that first trip to Menards, because it's a homeowner thing, right? Like you get your house and you're like, I'm going to go to Menards, get my 11% rebate. But you need to even just get something like a cheap shovel right then because you don't know you need it until that first snow. And then you're like, son of a gun.
Yeah. And the one, like I had I was living in an association when my first home and I went for vacation, came home, and there was honestly 3 feet of snow in my little fenced in area. I had to like hop through and I was like, dang, I wish I would have had my shovel in my garage. So I could have shoveled. So you might want two, one at the back door and one in your garage. So you don't have to walk in to grab your shovel to then shovel. So.
I'm a two shovel because of the backyard, the deck, everything. So for sure. Okay, the ladder, the step stool. This one, I have, for the last 3 years, I've had the ladder on my Christmas list because my dad is a home builder, and I thought, like, what a great gift. He could give me a ladder. He never buys me a ladder. So I have the step stool, but as you're moving in, for sure, and then changing light bulbs, everything like that, let's not risk it and try like I did on my
standing on your
wiggly
kitchen
office chair. Grandma's old kitchen table. Invest in a step stool or a ladder. I do know the ladder is hard though because unless you have a truck, it's going to be a little hard to transport that. And so one thing that I was thinking is kind of nice. You get the moving truck when you're moving, like get yourself have that thrown in. So go get the ladder. Definitely something that's big. So okay, we have 5 is blank.
I was kind of thinking on this one. My favorite thing though is honestly curtains. Oh yeah, curtains or blinds.
Yes,
get those windows covered. When we bought our last house, there were no blinds or curtains anywhere. And once you get into a house, you're like, okay, I like to wear jammies around, and I don't want my neighbors to see me in my jammies. So that one I would suggest.
If you do Naked Tuesdays,
no, we don't.
But it's just no judgment. No.
But just, I was thinking, okay, what is that new homeowner thing that you want? Honestly, it's a good curtain. Yeah. Sometimes you want black, like the ones that don't let light in.
What are they called?
I want to say black light, but it's not black light. I can't think right now.
And if you rave on it.
Have your strobe light out.
That that's definitely something that a good realtor is going to point out too for
Mhm.
you is, as you're going through, a lot of times people are like, oh my gosh, I love this house. And, like maybe it's like right at their, right at that max
Mhm.
purchase price. Walking through, I know I point that a lot to people. I'm like, okay, like this is a, decently expensive house, right? Like, let's think through too some of the other expenses because you're going to have to put, either blinds or curtains up, which curtains can be relatively cheap. But
Mhm.
like, if you want some nice blinds up because you're not throwing it in,
Yep.
whatever, that's going to be an expense that can be pretty hefty. And
Mhm.
so, especially like a new construction or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, they're not anywhere on new construction.
No. And so to think through that where you think, okay, I'm going to have all these other things, lawnmower or whatever
Yeah.
it might be, but what does that look like? And maybe that's something you price out as
Mhm.
you're doing your offer, you look at that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And typically when we write up offers, if it's a resale, we include window treatments. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
We don't really like sometimes people leave their like fancy curtains. I'm like a fan of getting rid of that. I just, maybe it's
And I
just,
usually, there are people that are like that. Oh,
Yeah.
I hope our internet's okay. But
Yeah.
anyways, if they want those fancy curtains, I'm like, just keep them for a week or so before you go get your new curtains.
yeah. Close the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully our internet's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hopefully we're still here. We have good morning, Jen Eckberg, if you're still here. Happy Tuesday. So we have our 5 favorite things we're kind of combining here of like just as like funsies and things that
Mhm.
we've learned that maybe make our lives a little bit
Mhm.
easier. First would be in the vacuum world. So Kim is a new owner of a
Roomba.
Yes.
Oh, I have to have it.
Yeah.
And we tell the kids that it's going to eat their toys if they don't pick them up. So it gets my house clean really quick before I leave the house. And then I have it automatically set to go off at 10 a.m. every day. So my house is
Did you
back.
name yours?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
I have the Roomba, and I do like it. But then after I had my son in my house, the Roomba just is like ping pong pong pong. It's, so it wasn't really doing it for me. I also have dogs, and I have a darker laminate wood floor. So I did invest in the Dyson Animal cordless stick vacuum, which I absolutely love. Like I use it every day, and I'm just like running through the house. If you have carpets, go for the Dyson, the regular Dyson, but the stick it's the bee's knees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mother-in-law has that stick, and my husband's like, you should get the stick. And I'm like, we have the Roomba.
Yeah, no, the Roomba it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So once I get more space, I'll sign that up. Number 2 is a treat I gave myself this last year, was the Keurig pot and cup. So if you've seen this thing, it's got the stainless steel pot, so you can make a pot of coffee. In our household, I sometimes like to have decaf. I know that's not real coffee, but sometimes I just want something warm. So you can make the pot, which is great if you have people over, if you just want a lot of coffee, or you can just turn it around and get the cup. It's so great. So I highly suggest it.
And that sounds like a good gift for like family, just because I think of the lake and how many people are drinking coffee at the lake, and we're all sitting in a line, like waiting to make our cup of coffee.
Yes.
It's like we might need the pot.
Yeah, we've got both. It's like we've got the pot and then this, so it's like,
So
yeah. I'll have you talk about number 4.
Okay, we're gonna skip it. It's gonna be 3. The next one is one thing I want. It's on my wish list is the Nest and smart lights to control from your cell phone. If you're on vacation or just out of town and want to make sure your home is still warm, the water hopefully is still working, and the lights are all shut off. Those are something I just wish I had.
Yeah. The Nest has also been on my Christmas list for 3 years with the ladder. So if my parents are listening, it's still there. But I do love this. I have a listing. Kim and I were at in East Grand Forks, and it's set up as a smart home. And so I always tell people, I'm like, don't touch the lights, because it's like, it's fancier than I am. They'll just hit the button. The thermostat's all set up. It's so fantastic. I also think for safety reasons too, if you're out of town, you don't want your house, all dark. You want to pull a Kevin McAllister and like have, the lights on. Such a good idea.
Yeah.
So the smart house, and you don't have to be super techie. I think like back in the day, it is user friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah. So number 4, this is my new favorite purchase, the Ring doorbell. And the fun thing is I get notified on my watch if there's activity at my front door. And so I just hit the button and I get to see the mail person, if things are dropped off.
Do you talk to your mail guy? Like, hey, how are you?
I don't catch them fast enough, but like if they hit the doorbell, then it like rings me. So it's kind of fun. And then I ordered the little chime thing. So you then have an actual doorbell. So when they hit it, it can play whatever you want, in your house. So as long as your toddler doesn't take it out and run around with it.
Yeah.
You have a doorbell.
I have a doorbell. I think the battery's dead half the time.
Yeah.
So I need to get a ring.
Yeah.
My husband and I, we go back and forth about having the ring or not because we have a really safe neighborhood, I would say. So we have neighbors checking on our house all the time. They'll let us know when Amazon's been there. There's packages out front and they actually know our code to get in. So I feel like that's my ring already.
Yeah.
Neighborhood.
Yeah. So. I do like it because if I'm like in the basement or whatever and somebody's, there, or it just like buzzes me for like activity and I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening? Or if I know a package is delivered and I wanted to throw it in before anybody else gets home and sees that I have delivery. I could
never have that.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Number 5. Did we come up with a number 5 favorite?
I've kind of gone back and forth on this one. It's nothing, should I do this?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. My favorite thing lately, and just because I'm in this whole health kick world and, I like data a little bit sometimes. I'm not too nerdy on the market update stuff, but more in the data just for my own personal goals it's called Weight Guru's Smart Scale that I bought at Target. And it's linked up to all my health apps. So I'm able to track my weight, my body fat percentage, my water, everything. So it's one of my home gadgets because I leave it at home and I just check it out daily, usually around before I go to the gym just to see, okay, how was I good the day before or not? But that's one of my new technology. I didn't even know they did this with, I know scales. When I worked at a previous job, they had scales synced up so you could track it. But I set up my phone, get the app open, step on the scale, and everything appears. Wow. Yeah, it's so nice.
I love it.
And it's linked to all of my other health, my Fitness Pal and all those things. So.
Yeah. It's far fancier than mine. I just love my Alexa. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, the Alexa too.
The Alexa, I mean, I have 2 of them in my house. I can't figure out how to not get them to play at the same time. So I know that there's like a methodology to that. But do your kids yell at Alexa?
I don't have one.
Well, you don't?
No.
Oh my gosh. Well,
no.
I have a Dot. Maybe.
I don't have any of that stuff.
I mean, and I'm a big music fan, so I just, I'm like, play James Taylor radio and, it'll just kind of like do whatever. But now my son's like, Elmo song. And I'm like waiting for him to say like Alexa, because then we're screwed once they get going on that. But if you're a music fan, you can do so much on it too. One of my favorite things that I was trying to get going is it does a grocery list for you. So like as you're doing stuff, you can be like, Alexa, add, flour to my shopping list, and it would add it. I need to get better about doing that, but Alexa's not with me all the time when I think about it. So
that's true. It's probably going to come out soon where you could just like, hey, Alexa.
I know, like I need to figure out, I'm not as techie as I should be. Like if she's here, she's here. So yeah. So we'd love to know if anybody has
their favorite
things or new homeowner things that they're like, I wish I would have thought about this when I was moving into my house. This is something I can't live without. Drop it in the comments. Yeah. Let us know. Hopefully you enjoyed our favorite things. We are not sponsored by any of these products. We should probably say that.
Yeah, we were just kind of like thinking yesterday, like, what should we do our show on tomorrow? And maybe just chat about some of our favorite stuff. So that's where we came up. But yes, Jen, the grocery list, I don't know how to use it. So I don't have
okay. Well, I have an Echo Dot that I got free with my ring. So maybe I should bring it to the office and we can just like be like, Alexa, add toilet paper.
Yes. If there is any. Yes.
Yeah. Add the TP. So I do have to say, I need to confess, I am a hoarder of the Clorox wipes. I didn't realize that I was like ordering them when they would like go on special on Amazon. I have this little alert thing, and I think I have like 10 packs in my basement. So,
but you will need them.
I will, and I use them. But like, if anybody does find themselves in a good pickle, let me know. So, a good storm door. That is.
Yeah. Some Jen Eckberg just came back with that. Show that.
Yeah.
A good storm door is correct. That is one thing that we did add on our home. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Screen doors. I noticed I sold a house this summer and they were like, oh, there's no screen door on here. I was like, that's true. Like some people just don't use, it's not oh my gosh, like this house is missing it, but like some people just don't have
Mm-hmm.
a screen door. So if that's important to you and it's not there, that's something maybe to add to your list.
Mhm.
That also has been on my Christmas list. So
Don't you have one? Right?
no,
Oh, you have a
dogs took it out.
oh.
So yeah. So maybe I just screen doors that have, and maybe our friend Jen who has dogs too, but screen doors that have the metal bottom. Have you seen those? We used to have metal middles because my grandpa would walk through them all the time. So he had a great one with a metal middle, but like metal bottom for like pets and kids, because like never fail, kids just
Yeah, I have handprints all over mine because mine's glass top to bottom.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. It's just a given.
Mhm.
So fun. Okay, well, we will we've got some guests hopefully lined up. We've got some big name guests in the hopper, depending on their schedules. So that's exciting. And we're just kind of on favorite things this week.
Mhm.
So if you have something that makes your life a little bit easier and just pleasurable, please let us know. We'd love to know, from scales to vacuums.
Yes.
You know what we're doing with our lives.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at in life right now, is vacuuming and health.
Yeah, and safety.
Yes.
Yeah, so
That's all we're doing.
yeah, it's big. So, well, everybody enjoy the week. It's going to be 50 degrees.
Yes.
So
Awesome weekend.
beautiful.
Make sure your sump pumps are working and the hoses are set up.
Check your hose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like Kim says, check your hose. So make sure they know. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything for the rest of the day. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday. That's about
Happy
it.
birthday, sister.
If she watches.
Yeah, she's for sure watching. All right. Well, make sure with everything you do today, put a fork in it.
I don't have a fork. Sorry. But
Yeah.
yes, put a fork in it today. Bye,
Have a good
everyone.
day.